Peace. Ashe, namaste. The class, Sunny Handsome Ali, back in the classroom. And there's so many things that I would love to touch on, but I can't, because of the way this shit is set up, the algorithm. So I guess the way I will have to do it is start doing some sort of lectures or, if you want to learn, hit my page and we can do personal classes and research together. Because this journey, I love it because I'm discovering myself, So to get where I need to be, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be a great ride. You understand? And the journey is all about ascending, going between this left and right brain and being able to use that power, that God power within that's been dormant for so long because I've been fucking asleep, stuck in the material world waiting for, I don't know, I guess something to come down on the cloud and rescue us out of this fucking hell, but it's not really a hell because when you deal with polarity, if you got good, there's evil, negative, positive, black, white, up, down. There's always a polarity, you know what I'm saying? And that's the duality. But you got to play chess, not checkers. You can be on the checkerboard, but you got to learn how to play the game, And so we're going into the after school class. A lot of people love this platform. I enjoy it. I love it. And I don't know what we're going to do because I didn't really, I never rehearse this. I do what the spirit tells me. And building with my brother and a few other people. I wish I could have done another class basically dealing with law, but I'm not a lawyer. So I don't want to act like I'm giving out any legal advice. So that's why I'm going to stay away from that one or any political news or stuff like that because it can be received in the worst way. And I don't have any time for that. So let's get into after school. He just dropped this 3 hours ago. And it says their plan isn't working. Infinite waters. Let's go to the infinite waters. As above, so below. I love them waters. Do you love the waters? Oh, shit. Good, because I didn't want to.
I discovered the 8 immortal kings of Sumeria.
How many minutes? 2 minutes already.
A total of 241.
Let's go. We're going to make this big. Riding to the 9.
Listen.
Oh, shit.
I can hear the birds singing.
I never seen him before on this.
Divers. That's a great sign. That means everything
Ralph
is going to be
Smart.
all right. If you are watching this video,
look
this
at
is
that
your confirmation.
Symbolism there.
Everything is
I ain't
aligning
gonna go
for you, and you're going to be all right. Oh, I'm so relieved, Ralph. Just some reassurance your way. Just some reassurance your way, deep divers, because let's face it, the world has turned into a madhouse.
Sure has.
So let's just breathe and keep calm.
I am. All will be well.
The tipping point has arrived, deep divers. Prepare yourself emotionally for what's coming. Now, what is a tipping point? It is when you have a series of small changes or incidents which become significant enough to create larger or more important changes. And this is where we have arrived on the planet. Because of this global pandemic, a lot of small things have been happening at a very steady rate.
Let's go.
And this has led to a tipping point, and we're seeing it. For example, with the mental health of children all around the world, as a psychologist.
That's why you gotta be there
up.
for my daughter.
Anxiety rates are up.
Son.
In fact, there is even something called
COVID
anxiety syndrome.
Thank you.
That's the tipping point. You see, everything that we've gone through is going to lead to something else, and we're seeing it right now. People are now starting to say, oh my gosh, what is the world turning into?
Celestial.
People were fast asleep. They woke up.
They woke up
and
fast.
they found themselves in a prison. And right now, we've reached that tipping point where people are like, oh my gosh, we got to do something about this. And this is why it feels like the end. Because what feels like the end is nothing more than a new beginning in disguise.
That's it.
For the butterfly to be born, the caterpillar has to die. And that's what's happening to
Life
humanity.
and death. Didn't I just say polarity?
And
I know I'm all about life.
This new beginning.
Somebody else is about death.
The end,
and I don't deal with them.
As a period of transformation, as this metamorphosis where we can choose what we become in this situation.
Yes.
There's a lesson to be learned from everything that has been happening. One,
that's why I said
never take your freedoms for granted. Two,
know what freedom is.
Distract yourself. Pay attention to what's happening. Otherwise, you just might wake up in 1984.
Wow.
Three,
talk about it.
The power is with the people.
You sure
it always has been. It's just that the people have been divided. Now
For
people
real.
are starting to say, wait a minute. Because of this tipping point, we need to reconnect with our soul family. How could that be
possible? It will never happen.
We need to put aside our differences
unless we allow it
of religion, race, ethnicity, nationality.
None of that
we
shit
are all
matters.
in this together.
Yes.
You see,
save the planet,
people who
like they
run
say.
this matrix, or entities, that's
what
better,
they say, the
who run this matrix, they all work together. And they all work in cahoots with each other. All the governments all around the world
the planet
work together because it's the one force.
I know my planet is a tropical planet. So
and now people are starting to wake up because of this tipping point to say, wait a minute, let's put aside our differences, our egos, and let's come together. And what you're seeing all around the world, it's people standing up for their freedoms, standing up for the freedoms of their children, coming together, and it's beautiful. In a world of 7.8 billion people,
I think it's more
nobody should be alone.
No, we're never alone.
Should be isolated. Slow motion this side.
I know
it's all starting to make sense. The tipping point. Prepare yourself.
And the galactic ancestors that
people are now starting to realize, what are we
sending
doing?
Me my messages.
What is our future? As they transform the world.
Thank you.
And slowly move human beings into artificial intelligence, QR codes, green passes, microchips in your hand. People are now starting to say, wait a minute, I use my humanity, being human, over this artificial insanity. Yeah. People are now starting to realize that, oh my gosh, we've been led somewhere into a trap all along. From the moment you were born, you have been getting ready to just assimilate into this system, just to get along with this.
Oh, that's why they probably didn't want me to post that Star Trek shit yesterday.
The tipping point has arrived because people are now starting to see the writing on the wall. I want you to go and take a look at Plato's cave, that story. You see, they believed everything they were seeing on the wall was reality.
Yes.
Until one of them went outside the cave and started to realize it was only the shadows. When you realize that this is the tipping point that's happening, people are now seeing the writing on the wall. They're now starting to say, wait a minute, I have to question everything. Why would the same people who have been trying to control me from the moment of birth give me the key to my freedom right now? The tipping point is when people are now realizing all the media we have been getting is biased. Why? Because it's owned by two asset management companies, BlackRock and Vanguard, control all the media worldwide. So of course, the media has an agenda, not to tell you the truth, but to tell you.
So that's the real black in my eyes.
What they want you to believe in. So this is why people are now starting to distrust the mainstream media, the news, to say, wait a minute, we are being lied to. So what else are we being lied to about? This is the tipping
already
point
at that
that's happening.
Tipping
you see,
point
they thought you were
YouTube.
stupid.
For internet,
but now
Facebook.
They're realizing human beings aren't that stupid.
Thank you.
And this is why their plan is not working.
We're gonna get
because
this part right here.
Human beings worldwide are coming out of this state of amnesia. I told you, with a great conjunction, December 21st, 2020, that signified a new consciousness on the planet. Us
The
ascending
cosmic.
to the fifth dimension where love reigns supreme. It was no longer about living in fear.
Around that time, that's
all
when I
about
did
letting
feel
love
it.
guide you, not fear. And this is where
Shit. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
millions of people are moving.
Pardon me, man. Pardon self. I hope y'all got all that information. Like I said, fair use. I can't go any further. This is not my property, you know. But I definitely use it for educational purposes and align myself and my people back together. This is beautiful. So I hope, you know, I can post it. Fair use. I love y'all, man.